Welcome back to LTN Reviews, guys. Today we're speaking about M3GAN. M3GAN, the horror film, basically like Chucky. If you like Chucky, if you like them sort of horror films, you're going to like this. Actually, you know what? I do like Chucky. Did I like M3GAN? It was alright. It kind of ticked all the boxes for me, but it's Blumhouse, and it's the same stuff, man. Actually, I know you're a big fan of the studio. So, First of all, what are you thinking?
Basically, this is, like we just said, Chucky with a computer AI learning, and basically it's got bugs in the system. The bugs in the system turns it into a murdering robotic doll.
Yeah, you say that, right? And we saw, I can't remember when Chucky came out, the latest, the actual cinema release one came out.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the same story. There was always a rogue employee that messed up with the database or the memory cards of these dolls and kind of caused them to reenact and react in a way where they shouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of felt like when I saw that happening in M3GAN, it kind of just reminded me of Chucky. And then I realized it's basically the same film because it's about dolls. However, with M3GAN, it starts off quite slow and quite tame, and it needed to be more violent. And maybe they'll drop a violent version of it soon. But it needed that. It needed. I don't know. I don't know if they wanted to go for that. Was it 18 actually? I don't think it was. It was 15.
I think it might probably be 15 with parental guidance.
Yeah, I think with studios, obviously they want everyone to see the film and make more money. So I guess they kind of dumbed down a little bit. So yeah, in the future, I would like to see another version of the film, more violent than it should have been. But yeah, what did you think of the violence?
The violence, some of the deaths, like when the old woman gets murdered.
Yeah, that was, you know what, that whole scene with the dog as well and biting M3GAN. You see M3GAN like pop out of her system, and I'm like, bro, like that's rough. But obviously, she's not like a real girl.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Obviously, the reason why the dog bit her because M3GAN was trying to save the little girl that the dog attacked. And obviously, the dog attacked M3GAN.
It was well constructed in many senses.
Mhm.
Like, I like that portrayal of it. Obviously, how the next door neighbour was carrying on. She was a battle axe, man.
She was.
Bitch had to go. So
she did.
The doll done it.
Yeah, and to be honest, it looked like a nice American suburbs as well. So I thought everyone would be friendly with each other, but clearly not.
A lot of it was your stereotypical neighbour, like your dog keeps shitting on my drive. Get it out of the garden. Yeah, that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Like how she died, and I can't remember how she died.
She went to the house, didn't she? I can't remember.
She attacks her.
Yeah, she attacks her.
Mutilizes her, literally.
Yeah, to be honest, with these sort of films, I always forget how certain people was like, unless it's more violent, because it stays you a bit more. So if they die in a violent way, I can't remember that.
Yeah. I do like, for me, it was when basically the end of the movie, when they cut the doll in two. Because literally, the doll is half a corpse, whatnot. And the only way is always to go for the brain in any kind of horror.
Every horror, you should know that the brain's the one, where to hit. They need to make that sequel, and it obviously got greenlit for a sequel coming out in a few years' time. However, will you plan to watch this new sequel?
A sequel? It's Blumhouse. I'll probably watch it. Let's be honest.
Why am I even asking?
But I think it's quite clever how they've set up a sequel. Literally, the AI gets uploaded, so the conscious is never dead. So in a sense, they've thought outside the box. Will it go back to the same characters? I'm not too sure. Maybe it is. The doll gets greenlit like a Chucky and goes everywhere. So the conscious could be just popping up anywhere. So I guess we will wait and see.
Guys, if you like those sort of films, if you like horror films in general, I would recommend checking it out. Don't try to big up too much. Don't try to have high expectations because you might be disappointed. However, it is an enjoyable film, and if you stick with it to the end, the results are there. Guys, again, every time, appreciate you coming back. Please comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, have a good time, have a good day. Appreciate it. Peace.